If you watch this video in full, I'm about to save your uni social life before it even starts so that you don't fuck it up. Because trust me, these are the 5 very common mistakes that you fuck up your social life. And I'm going to cover every single one of them and tell you what to do instead. Welcome to episode 4 of Before the Hangover, the 5 unspoken rules of social life in university. Because first impressions are real and they last. This series will have everything you need. This is the ultimate freshers prep series. So subscribe if you don't already. Come on, this is so important, guys. I'm nearly at 600 subscribers. Before we start, I just need to address one thing. I got a perm. And before you say anything, I know it looks the same, but that's what I intended it to be, okay? Perms aren't just like tight, natural curls. Like, I wanted to get my hair to be naturally wavy because it's not. And I always use a bunch of like product and stuff. Now it's permanently wavy. I haven't watched it yet, so the things aren't popping. But I'm just worried about she scammed me actually now that I'm looking at it. But yeah, I just wanted to get that sorted. I'm not musty, I just got a perm. Now let's get on with the video. University is just college or high school, but with alcohol and no adult supervision. And you might think, Richard, like that is literally a recipe for disaster. That's quite crazy. It is. It's gonna be fucking crazy. So let me prep you for it. Number 1 mistake is avoiding confrontation. Don't do this. Don't avoid confrontation. I know that some of you are people pleasers. I know that some of you hate confrontation, but it's one of those things that you just have to do, okay? Please, for the love of God, if there's a situation happening, if someone pissed you off, if your flatmate pissed you off, if someone's doing something that you don't like, say it, say it, say it. Every emotion that you feel that you don't expose, you are pushing it in and it's going to build up and it's going to build up and it's going to explode. And do you really want to have an explosion near your flatmates with the people that you'll be living with for the next year? If you're going to move into your uni comm and you have a shared kitchen and something bugs you, say it out loud. Tell them straight, because people can't read your mind. And a lot of people sometimes think, oh yeah, but I think of others when I do stuff. Others might not think of you. They won't think of how their actions affect you. So sometimes you have to let them know. And when you live with someone else, communication is the key of literally everything. I know it's uncomfortable, but that 10 seconds of being uncomfortable, it will save you months of misery. Trust me on this. Now, you're probably wondering, how can we do communication? Like I don't want to always be like the mum of a flat or the dad of a flat telling everyone, do this, do this, do this. That is why it is so important to have a bin timetable. So the first day that you move in, I need you to make a bin timetable. Every single day, someone else takes the bin bags. Have a rota to keep everyone accountable. That way, you're not the one that's shouting at the other person telling them to do the bins. And the rota is going to be there. Let's just say that there's a bunch of people in your flat. You don't get along with them. It's fucking hell on earth. No one is taking out the bins. Everyone's leaving it into a mess. It's turning into a fucking shithole. There's rats running around because of how dirty it is. Not everyone knows this, but when you're in uni accommodation, specifically private uni accommodation with a shared kitchen, you can choose to move your flats. People think that uni accoms are filled to the brim. They're not. There's always going to be spare rooms. And let's just say that you have a horrible flatmate. You have a horrible flat. You just hate it. You have the opportunity to switch your rooms. And you might think this might cost me extra. It won't cost you extra. Explain it to the uni staff. They've been there for years. They've seen every single situation transpire. So all you have to do is tell them what's going on. Tell them you want to switch flats. And they'll more than happy help you. They'll either give you advice or they'll help you. But a lot of the time they do help you. So I don't see why they wouldn't do it. Worst comes to worst, communication fails. Don't just live in misery. Move your flats. It's not worth it. Guys, when people say that they have a bad experience at uni, I think it's self-inflicted because you can literally just move. You have to do something about it. Don't wait for someone to fix it for you. Fix it yourself. Universities are loud. University accommodation is loud. Regardless of which accom you're at, regardless of where you are, how many times you move flat, it's going to be a little bit noisy. And I admit, back in my uni accom, I was hooting and hollering all fucking day. I'm so sorry to my flatmates right now because I didn't realize how much I did it until recently. And I was like, oh, fuck. But I was hooting and hollering all day because I just talk out loud, and it's not just me. Everyone is loud at university. Headphones or earplugs, if you don't have them already, I already mentioned them in my last video on what to bring. But these are so important because it can avoid so many arguments, because at the end of the day, it's going to be loud. On a Wednesday night, you cannot expect to go to sleep in peace. You can't, because everyone's going out. It's a society night. Everyone's doing crazy shit. People are preying everywhere in your flat, upstairs, downstairs. It's going to be loud, so please get headphones. Second mistake is saying, I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it later. I can't be asked to do it now. Trust me when I say this, do it now. When you leave the kitchen, it has to be clean, because more likely than not, you're not going to go back in the kitchen. Don't make it a habit that you leave your stuff in the sink. Don't make it a habit that you leave counters dirty. Don't make it a habit that the floors are disgusting. When you finish somewhere, make it be like how it was before you used it. Make it clean. You have to hold yourself accountable, because I know that a lot of our parents do stuff for us. I admit, like, obviously as teenagers, like, we live with our parents, we live with our family. we're not totally independent, but part of that independence, you have to learn how to keep yourself accountable and how to take care of yourself. And that involves cleaning up after yourself. And it's so easy to say, I'll do it later. You'll just be tired. You can't be asked to do it. Flatmate had an awful day at uni. He failed an assignment. Everyone's shitting on him. And he wants to go back to Viacom so he can make some food. And boom, your pans and pots are all there. Do you see what I mean? Like, you've got to keep yourself accountable and keep the place clean because you don't know what someone else is going through, and you've got to take into consideration that other people are using the kitchen as well. If you live in a studio, none of this applies to you. Now, if you are having pre-drinks, okay, you need to clean up after. I know that you won't be able to clean up during the night. I get that. Even if you can't do it straight away, before your pre-start, tell your flatmates. In the group chat, tell everyone, oh, pre's are starting in a few hours. Tomorrow, I'll clean it up later. And then you'll be fine. As long as you communicate everything with your flat, then there'll be no issues. Mistake number 3, don't fuck everyone. Believe it or not, there are consequences when you get with someone. There are consequences when you fuck someone. And it's not just STDs and pregnancies. There is something called a red, green, and orange zone. If you were to get with someone in the red zone, your uni experience could be severely distorted. You might have a horrible experience. If it's orange, there is a chance that whilst you're at university, you're going to face so many anxieties around this just because you got with someone or just because you fucked someone. And then green, fuck it, you can do whatever you want, it does not matter. Let's go through the list. If you're going to uni in September and these people are in this red zone, then you're not allowed to fuck them no matter what circumstance. Don't make out of them, don't fuck them, I don't care. Number 1, your flatmates. Don't commit flat cest. Please, for the love of God, don't commit flat cest. If you don't know what it is, flat cest is basically when you fuck or get with someone in your flat. And the reason why I say don't do it is because you are going to be living with these people for the next year. And let's say that you go to uni and you think, oh yeah, I might as well just do it. Don't do it. It's going to be so awkward. Whenever they bring someone back, you're going to hear it. Whenever something happens, you're going to hear it. And there's going to be so much tension every time you're in the flat. And there will always be a weird energy. When you're all together as a flat, there will always be a weird energy and you just won't feel comfortable in your own flat. Your main priority should be to always be at peace with your flatmates. Next is going to be your core friendship group. When you go to university, after a few weeks or even a few months, you will have your core friendship group. Don't fuck any of them. Please, 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 please. Your entire friendship group is going to fall out. And it may not fall out straight away, but it will fall out eventually because it makes it weird. There's always this weird tension and it's just not worth it. If they're in your friendship group, don't fuck. That's a red zone. Next is going to be, if you're in a society, don't fuck anyone that is literally central in the society, meaning that they go to every single event, they're part of management, they're part of a social sex. It's just not worth it. Don't do it because everyone will know. Everyone will know. It will be this weird vibe. You won't be able to go to your own society. Just not worth it. You will lose access to the hobby that you're so interested in. Or you won't, but it will just be awkward. So don't fuck anyone in your society. Orange zone. If someone goes to your society once a week, you can get with them. If something happens, they can avoid it. They can just stop going altogether. They don't care that much about society, so it doesn't even matter. Obviously, try avoid because it is orange, but it's not that big of a deal. This is going to be someone in your lecture. Whilst it doesn't matter because lecture halls can be massive, so it's just too much of a hassle. You walk into your lecture, you look, and you're just oh, for fuck's sake. You don't want that, okay? You really don't want that. So avoid getting with someone in your lecture hall. It's just not worth it. I mean, if it's worth it, then do it. But it's one of those things that proceed on a case-by-case basis. It's not fully forbidden, but it will cause some awkward tension if it's not done right. Now, for the green zone, this is just fuck it, do whatever you want, it does not matter. Anyone not connected to your immediate social circles. So this can be someone that goes to the club, someone that has walked past your society, someone that's just outside of your society and your friendship groups, a friend of a friend, someone that you see at a flat party, someone that you see at any kind of other motive, just anything outside of orange and red, you've got the green light, go ahead. Number 1 thing I'm going to mention is that sometimes things can go well. I can guarantee you right now, your permanent partner is not in that orange and red zone. Some people say, yeah, I married my flatmate and we've lived together for 20 years, yada, yada, yada. That's not going to happen. It's a delusion. You're more likely to be in pain than you are to be satisfied. So please avoid orange and red. Mistake number 4 is being a beg. The worst thing someone can call you is a beg. The worst thing someone can call me is a beg. Last you hear from me, I am not dealing with this. Being called a beg is possibly one of the worst things to be called because it means that you put someone else above you. It means that you look up to someone. It feels like you're a peasant looking up to it. Fuck off. Don't be a beg. Whatever you do, do not be a beg. That's the biggest mistake you can make and it devalues you in a massive way socially. There's a whole thing called a social hierarchy. There's people that are above others because the other people are worshipping them at their feet. Don't be the beg. Don't be the worshipper. Don't fucking do that. That's not fucking worth it. You don't need that. I'm going to start it off by saying, don't tell someone everything about your life. The second you meet someone, don't overshare everything. That's the worst thing that you can do. Don't tell them everything and anything just because, they felt comfortable telling me about someone else's business. If someone is chatting shit about someone else to you, They will air out all of your dirty laundry. They will, anything you tell them, just accept the fact that it's now gone everywhere. It's gone to every single person that you both mutually know, because they cannot keep secrets. If they are telling you someone else's business, why are you so naive to think that they won't tell someone else your business? And I think you have to understand that, especially when it comes to oversharers, people who like to just say everything. Be careful who you tell everything, and be careful with the trust that you put in people, because this is a universal law and it happens at all ages. Certain types of people will act like that. And if you are an oversharer, you will fall for that. So don't be that person and don't trust that person. The second you get any sense of that, cut it off. Cut it off. Next is going to be, don't force it. If a connection isn't connecting, if something isn't working, don't force it. If your flatmate doesn't like the things that you like, if your flatmate has just like a very different personality to you, if you guys just don't get along, you're both good people, don't try force it. Don't force yourself in social situations. And people say that compatibility is a thing that is just in relationships, but being compatible is something in platonic relationships too. Friendships are relationships. People don't seem to understand that friendships are relationships, and you need to be compatible. So you can't force a connection that won't work. Would you force someone to be in a relationship with you? No. So you wouldn't force someone to be your friend, and don't be the one to do that, or else you become a beg automatically. Next is gonna be, staying in is okay. Don't be the one that rises up whenever someone says something. Don't be the one that's like, okay, I'll come. If you feel like you can't go to an event, if you feel like you can't step out, stay in. Stay in. Don't just go to every single event just because someone told you to. This doesn't necessarily make you a beg, but it's part of it. Doing something every single time, not taking your own feelings into consideration, means that you value someone else's opinion over yourself. Sometimes you have to protect your own peace because no one else will. Okay, so when someone says to go out, and you've done it so many times in the past, but you genuinely don't feel like it, stay in. I have not had a single night out that I stayed in that I regret staying into. Sometimes it's worth staying in and recovering, especially at uni when there's so many social events going on. There'll be another one. No matter what it is, there'll always be another one. Maybe not Halloween, maybe go out on Halloween, but there'll always be another social event. Next is to please stop the main character energy. I know that we're all main characters in our lives. However, you have to ask questions back. Every single relationship, including a friendship, is built on reciprocity. It involves you also sharing stuff, asking questions, and finding out more. I know that a lot of people like being listened to. However, people also like being listened to. Ask a question back. When I was at uni, I was recognized. When I got to Freshers, I did not have a normal Freshers Week experience. A lot of people knew me, and I remember I was walking around and a lot of people knew me and they were like, oh my God, this is like the guy from TikTok. This is that uni guy. And I was like, yeah, and I loved it. I'll be honest. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my God, this was awful. I fucking loved it. I loved people recognizing me. I was like, oh my God, I feel famous, all of that. And I avoided asking questions back. I was very surface level. I was enjoying my whole main character moment. Meanwhile, there was someone else I knew that made best friends like this after a week or two. The reason why is because they had that moment where they shared information back and forth. They asked each other's questions. My closest friends today are ones that do not even know me from TikTok. And I met like so many people that knew me from TikTok. So the main thing is that it is quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. What you put into a relationship is what you get back. And that includes friendships, relationships, whatever. But exclusively on friendships, you have to ask questions. Stop acting like a main character. I know that you want to do that. I know. And that's just how the world is. Like TikTok and stuff makes you want to act like a main character. But if you truly want a good friendship, you have to ask questions back. You have to remember that that person that you're talking to is not an NPC. It is someone going through the same university experience just like you are. And that ties into mistake number 5, forgetting that you are all in the same boat. It is so easy to just think about yourself. It is so easy to be wrapped in your own head and worried about this and this and this and everyone's in the same boat. You see that guy that's very confident in your kitchen. He is shitting himself. He is terrified. Everyone is terrified. Everyone is scared that they're not going to make friends. Everyone is scared that they're going to hate their lecture. Everyone is scared that they're going to get bad flatmates. Everyone is scared. No one is going to be like, hell yeah, I've got this. Okay, maybe some will, but it will be 1 in 100. I can guarantee you. Everyone's in this new ocean. Think about it like fish in a pond. There were a bunch of different fishes in like different glasses and stuff. They all get poured into one massive like tank. Everyone's terrified. No one knows what to expect. I mean, you guys might know what to expect because you've got my series. Subscribe, by the way. No one knows what to expect. So please help each other out. If you see someone like struggling, help them out. If you see someone that's alone, go up to them. Let's say that you, after your lectures, you see someone eating alone. Go up to them and say hi. Start small talk, always. I'll be honest, university can be tough. But as long as you know these, you've got this. You've actually got this. And on my next episode, I'll be talking about how to make friends because sometimes it can be a bit hard. Sometimes you don't even know how to go about it. It's a new environment. But I promise you, it is very easy. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said earlier, this helps me so much. Next time I see you, I'll be telling you how to make friends and more social stuff. Rabbit goes boom. It's out. Bye-bye.